Let me just drop this on you real quick, just real quick. You are already approved. Hear me again. You are already approved. This message came to me last week. I had intended to get this message out last week. And then this morning, I saw a post on Instagram from Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he said in this message, stop waiting on people to validate you. There are so many of you that are in waiting. You seriously want someone to give you an opportunity, for someone to say that you are qualified for what's already been put in you, what you have already been validated and authorized to do. Can you imagine? I thought about this analogy, a letter and a stamp. You need a stamp, obviously, to mail most things, but sometimes you get a letter, and I don't know if you can see this, it'll say postage, first class, U.S. postage, already paid. Your postage has already been paid. And so without a stamp, most of the time, you cannot get that letter delivered to its destination. But you have already been validated. Your postage has already been paid. There's nothing stopping you from getting where you need to go, but you have to stop this mind game of wanting someone to say that you are approved. You're already approved. You were approved when the very foundations of the earth came into being. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, like Jeremiah tells us, you were approved. You have a future. You have a good outcome. You have to, again, I say it all the time, get in alignment with your purpose. What is that thing that you know is your passion? You know is your gift to the world? You know you should be doing it. You're happy doing it even when you're not getting paid for it. But guess what? When you follow your passion, when you follow your God-given purpose, the money will come. But you have to find your purpose. Again, I just had to take a break and say that you are already approved. Stop waiting for the opportunity. You are the opportunity. You are what the world is waiting on. You're waiting for someone to give you a phone call and say, hey, I thought, I was thinking you were really great at so-and-so and come do this. No, you make the opportunity happen. You're waiting for someone to call you to speak at a conference. Why don't you execute a conference, plan that conference, and you invite speakers in and you speak at your very own conference? Stop waiting for someone to recognize you. Many of you are sitting in churches and you're salty because you see other people being used in ministry or whatever it is, and you're sulking, going, why aren't they calling me? They never call me to do this. They never called me to do this. Do you see what you're doing? You're waiting for someone to call you to do something when you already know what's inside of you. You're already authorized. You're already approved. So what are you waiting on? Let me just tell you, your postage has been paid. You're validated. Your passport has been stamped. Can you imagine, already having your passport stamped and you're still like, oh, well, what do I do? You're authorized. Move forward. Go forth and conquer. You are approved. This has been Luefras with Luefras TV.